Peace be unto you. Welcome to Eternal Grace TV. In a shocking turn of event, a man portraying Jesus in a carnival parade in Brazil received instant karma after mocking God during his performance. The incident occurred during the Rio de Janeiro Carnival, a popular festival known for its vibrant costumes, music, and dance. The man was part of a samba school called Gaviões de Fel, known for their controversial themes and mockery of religious beliefs. In this year's performance, the school created a representation of the creation story, depicting sin as a natural part of human behavior rather than the consequences of disobedience. During the performance, the actor portraying Jesus was suspended in the air for an hour. However, as the parade continued, the man began to act like Jesus, mocking God and his teachings. In a video that has since gone viral, the man can be seen dancing and making absence gesture, much to the shock of the crowd. However, the man's behavior was short-lived as he received instant karma for his actions. As the parade continued, the actor began to feel bad for the amount of time he was hanging and had to receive immediate help from the firefighters and from the Samba boys. The incident left the crowd stunned and paramedics rushed to the scene to attend to the man's injuries. The video of the incident has sparked outrage among religious groups who have called for an apology from the Samba school. The Gaviões de Fel Samba School has yet to comment on the incident, but many are questioning the wisdom of using a religious theme to mock God during such a popular festival. While the Rio de Janeiro Carnival is known for its lively atmosphere and celebration of culture, this incident has left many questioning whether there should be limits on what can be depicted in the parade. As the debate continues, many are left wondering after this incident will have any lasting impact on the Rio de Janeiro Carnival, or whether it will simply be remembered as another shocking moment in the festival's long history. More shocking events happen after this. Make sure you watch this video to the end to see that flood that have never happened in history was recorded. Do not be deceived, God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows, Galatians 6 verse 7. God, mocking, sowing, reaping. Four simple words that carry an incredible amount of meaning. How did it tie together, and what does it mean that God will not be mocked? This verse is often seen in terms of penalty for wrongdoing and viewed from a negative light. However, as you look closer, I believe you will see that this has far better result for those who take this to heart. What does it mean that God would not be mocked? Galatians 6:7. To fully understand this verse, let's break it down into three sections. After we break the verse down, we will put it together again. Do not be deceived. That's one. Now, Greek means to stray, to wander, to roam into error, to be led astray, or to deviate from the correct path or the truth. Paul is stating in these four words, simply don't go astray or believe something that is not true. 2. God will not be mocked. The word mocked here means to turn up your nose or to scornfully disdain. According to the Google's dictionary, the word disdain means the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect. Contempt. Paul is saying that even if you believe that God's opinion on something is not worth consideration or worthy of respect, you are wrong. You simply cannot look past or disregard what God has said, and there not be consequences for your actions. When you first think of this, the tendency is to always view this from a negative perspective, but this applies in both positive and negative situations. We will look at this a little later. Third, a man reaps what he sows. Reaping and sowing is a common farming analogy. Sowing is the act of spreading or scattering. Reaping is the act of harvesting or gathering. If you spread or scatter, that is what you would harvest or gather. Another way of thinking about it is what you put is what you would come out. Do not wander away from the truth or be led astray. You cannot disregard what God has said. Whatever you spread, scatter, or feed into, that is exactly what you get in return. I love the way the New Living Translation LLT words this verse. Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. So when you think of what it means God will not be mocked here, it's a simple explanation. God will have the last word, and His justice will always win out in the end. Even if you try to fight against it or disregard it, that does not matter. Once God has established a principle, it will always be in operation. Take a look at what is happening in Brazil today. They've had one of the highest recorded flood in their history. destroying homes, destroying lives, destroying buildings. God cannot be mocked. Let's pray for Brazil, for God to help them. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Make sure you subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. God bless you.